DC News Now. Cars stalled and flash flooding all across the DMV. We have live team coverage on rescues from first responders.
That storm threat winding down later on this evening. And as we look ahead towards tomorrow morning, the latest details on more storm chances for the rest of your work week coming up.
Also, a daring rescue by a former firefighter. The quick action that saved a woman's life in Prince George's County.
First off, I am not going to vote to have D.C. actually lower a minimum wage.
The D.C. Council voting on some controversial proposals, from tipped workers' wages to ranked choice voting.
And time is running out to get some Ben's Chili Bowl before it temporarily closes. The months-long renovation and final day full of memories.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
The torrential downpour earlier causing streets to flood here in Northern Virginia, trapping some drivers in Fairfax County. You could see the cars there in the road, at least 2 cars getting stuck on Old Courthouse Road. Floodwaters going up to the headlights, as you can see right here.
And Montgomery County Fire and Rescue sharing this photo of their rescue teams responding to a car stuck in the water. This happened near Leisure World, near the ICC.
Now let's take a look at some video from Tyson's Corner. This is along Leesburg Pike, and you can see these cars trying to navigate around all of the pooling that is on the side of the road, and they are just trying to drive around the hazard there. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Tran.
And I'm Mark Hall. Chris Flanagan has the night off, and we are in a DMV First Warn Day. We have team coverage tonight. Our Daniel Hamburg live in Fairfax County, where some of those cars were stuck earlier this evening.
That's right, but first we're going to get right over to Chief Meteorologist Jackie Lair. And Jackie, we still have some concerns well into the evening.
Yeah, although much of the heaviest of that rainfall is already worked its way east of D.C. We still have some flood warnings that are still in effect, just because some areas are still seeing some of that flooding, although the heaviest of the rain now over towards the Annapolis area, now across southernmost parts of Maryland. So we do have that severe thunderstorm warning for this particular cell across St. Mary's County as this continues to work its way east at about 20 miles per hour. That's until 9:15. Still torrential rainfall with this. We could see some strong wind gusts, though, as it approaches the water there. So heads up right around the Lexington Park area. You're going to be in the thick of it within the next 15 minutes or less. Now, as I take just a slightly wider look just to show you and pause the map, still some steadier rain over towards Annapolis and then down towards Stafford, Fredericksburg, some steadier rain after seeing the heaviest of that rain earlier. So like I mentioned before, we do have those flood warnings, though, for D.C. as well as Northern Virginia, Montgomery County. These were flash flood warnings earlier. Now just flood warnings, just because we do still have some pockets of flooding from what we had earlier. We don't have the flash flooding threat right now. We just have a flood warning. Flood warning goes until 10 p.m. for D.C. And then we also have this flood warning just to the north and east of there. This is for Montgomery County and parts of Prince George's County, even over towards Laurel as well. This one until 9:45. That one over Montgomery County till 9:15. Flood watch, that's for southern Maryland as well as down towards Stafford, Fredericksburg. That goes until midnight tonight. That's where we still have much of that heavier rainfall right now before that exits. More details and a look ahead towards the rest of that work week forecast in just a few minutes.
Looking forward to that, Jackie. Thank you. But we're going to talk more about the flash flooding concerns that we have been seeing. And this is the scene here in Fairfax County, just outside of Vienna. You can see those are cars in the road, but they're just overwhelmed by all of the water, and it's going up to the hood of the car. I mean, it's moving. It's fast-moving waterway here. DC News Now, Daniel Hamburg joining us live at that scene right now.
And Daniel, people living around there say this isn't the first time that they've seen this level of flooding.
Mark and Susan, I'm told that this has happened just 3 days ago on Saturday, where somebody's car got stuck here. You can see right behind me, a little hard to see in the dark here, but there are still 2 cars back there. The water has appeared to go down a little bit, but if you can hear, you probably can't hear at home, but I can hear the water still raging across here. So this has been an ongoing problem. There is a construction scene here. You can see that neighbors tell me this is to make the height of the bridge, raise the bridge height to stop this flooding and to make it a safer area. But neighbors say they need to finish this project quickly, and they actually think the construction right now, maybe even making it worse for the moment, for the severe weather that we have been seeing lately. I'm also told by this neighbor that at the beginning of both hills on either side of this, downswing in the roadway, that there were warning lights that used to go off, but since they've been doing the construction, she thinks that it's been disconnected. So not everyone gets the memo that the roadway is flooded, despite there being cones up to block the road. Here's what she had to say.
We've lived here for 11 years, and every time we have massive flooding, this quite often happens. We get cars that get submerged. They think they can make their way through it, and then they get stuck.
Yeah, so Old Courthouse and Besley Road right here continues to be a problem. That neighbor saying, of course, she's lived here for so many years, and they have been having these discussions for as long as she's been here between VDOT and the contractors trying to fix this particular area. We saw a Cybertruck roll through these waters just about 30 minutes ago. So that is not something that you should be doing, because there are cones blocking this area. They say turn around, don't drown. That is a very real thing. Luckily, the two people in the cars here were rescued by Fairfax County Fire and Rescue, so they're going to be just fine, and I assume as soon as this water recedes, they'll be towed away. We're live in Fairfax County. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you. We're going to take a live look right now at Reagan National Airport and Dulles. You can see right here thunderstorms putting the area on ground stops for all three local airports at one point. Right now, we do know that the ground stop is back in place for DCA until 10 tonight. For several hours, that means that there were no flights coming in and out of DCA, Dulles, and BWI. Again, that ground stop still continues, though, at DCA until 10. They have been lifted, though, at BWI and Dulles, but you should still expect delays.
All right, Susan, let's take a live look at our power outage map, and you can see the thousands of outages across the region, especially in Montgomery and Prince George's County.
We're also checking in on a new curfew for kids in Maryland. The mayor in Laurel says that the citywide restrictions that started on Friday, they are for everyone 17 and younger. You're going to need to be with a parent or guardian to stay out between 11 and 5 in the morning. There are some exceptions, though, for kids going home from religious events or volunteer activities.
July the 5th, juveniles came into our city, and it was causing disruption. And so the chief police and the city administration got together, so we imposed a curfew.
The curfew is every night through the end of August.
And new tonight in the district, a man is accused of using a tire iron to attack someone in Northeast. They said it happened on Florida Avenue near 13th Street on July 3rd. Police say that the man hit the victim from behind, then ran away. He was caught on surveillance video. And if you know the person who this person is, DC police want to hear from you.
Some disturbing allegations from Northern Virginia, where police say a man inappropriately touched a 6-year-old girl at the Sam's Club there in Woodbridge. Investigators say that Justin Wynn approached the girl shopping with her family over the weekend, and they say when her mother had just turned away, he's accused of touching her inappropriately. The mother confronted Wynn, who left the store, got into a car, and police later arrested him at his home. Wynn is charged with aggravated sexual battery and is being held on bond.
Well, staying in the district, police say that this man is wanted for hitting a police officer with his car, then driving off, and they say that the assault happened during a traffic stop on U Street. Police say that when they tried to detain him, he left the scene, hitting the officer with his car. Anyone with information is asked to call DC police.
Now to a former firefighter turned rapper who was able to save a woman from this burning car here in Maryland over the weekend. Just intense scene.
Absolutely, and it was all caught on camera. As you can see, her car flipped Saturday morning on the outer loop of the Beltway in Prince George's County. And Maryland State Police say that the woman in the Chevy Equinox lost control due to mechanical failure, and she ended up overturning the SUV on the right shoulder, and it was quickly engulfed in flames. Napoleon Epps Jr. was driving in the opposite direction, saw the smoke, and ran across the highway to help. He says that the woman was upside down with her foot stuck between the pedals. He got her foot out and then pulled her out to safety.
I wouldn't say this is the worst that I've seen, but just the fact that it was on fire and she was inside, my biggest thing was getting her out of it. Obviously, you know, a vehicle can be replaced, but me having the experience that I do, I didn't want to leave her in a vehicle any longer than what she had to.
Just incredible work there. State troopers used fire extinguishers to get the fire under control until those firefighters arrived.
Yep.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters. The polls have closed for early voting in the district's special election for that Ward 8 position.
That's right. This is to fill the former Councilman Trayon White's seat since the council expelled him back in February as he's facing a federal bribery charge. But White also back on the ballot along with 3 other Democratic challengers and several certified write-in candidates. Election day is tomorrow. Polls open at 7 a.m. and close tomorrow night at 8.
Election ballots in the district could soon look quite different as the D.C. Council has approved funding to support ranked choice voting. An overwhelming majority of voters passing the initiative for ranked choice voting last fall. It lets people vote for candidates in order of their preference. Now, the D.C. Council has now voted to fund the measure and says that it will be up to the Board of Elections to implement the process.
Well, today, the Washington Commanders hosted a football camp for 50 kids from the district, helping out former Washington cornerback Darrell Green. Well, the camp included a flag football clinic, water slides, and a video game truck. And there was an appearance by Major Tuddy.
A D.C. staple is closing for several months to make some much-needed renovations. Ben's Chili Bowl on U Street says that this will be the first set of major repairs and upgrades to the historic building in 60 years. The restaurant is staying open until midnight for people to visit, take pictures, and chat with the owner, Virginia Ali, about their favorite memories.
It's just the people, the love that people have for each other coming in here.
It's the atmosphere. It's always been family owned. It's always been very friendly.
Watching the pictures on the wall, the history, it's something that everybody's studying. Look on the wall. Who is that? Who is that? You know, and it's the history that people love when they come in and enjoy the food and just have a good time.
Once closed, the renovations are expected to last 4 months, but you can still get your chili fix at its locations in H Street, Nationals Park, and Reagan National.
It's not the original, though, Susan.
I know, but have no fear, just for time being.
There's an option.
Yes,
right?
Mark. You can still go when it reopens.